The weight of the glass. In a crowded lecture hall at a famous university, a professor was teaching a class on stress management. The students were tired, their minds filled with heavy pressure of upcoming exams and the fast paced demands of modern life. They expected the professor to show them complicated charts or talk about biological hormones. Instead, the professor picked up a simple glass of water from her desk. She held it high for everyone to see. As she stood there, arms extended, the room went quiet. The students were sure she was going to ask the age old question: is this glass half empty or half full? They braced themselves for a cliche answer they had heard 1,000 times before. But the professor had a different question. With a small, knowing smile, she asked the class, "How heavy do you think this glass of water is?" Answers shouted from different corners of the room. 8 ounces, one student yelled. 12 ounces, said another. Maybe 20 ounces if you include the glass. The professor listened to all their guesses, nodding her head. Finally, she lowered her voice and the room became perfectly still. From my perspective, she began, the absolute weight of this glass does not matter at all. It all depends on how long I choose to hold it. If I hold it for a minute, it is no problem. If I hold it for an hour, I will have an ache in my arm. My shoulder will grow stiff and my wrist will begin to throb. The glass hasn't changed, but the time has. She paused, her arms beginning to tremble slightly to demonstrate the point. And if I hold it for an entire day, my arm will feel completely numb and paralyzed. I will be in agony not because the water got heavier, but because I refused to put it down. The students sat in silence as the professor set the glass down with a gentle click. Your worries are exactly like this water, she said. Think about them for a few minutes and you are fine. Think about them for hours and they begin to hurt. But if you hold them all day, you will feel paralyzed. You'll be stuck in exhaustion, not because your problems are impossible, but because you refuse to put them down. Looking at their own hands, the students realized how many glasses they had been carrying for years. They finally understood. True strength isn't about carrying the weight, but about the wisdom to let it go. Worrying does not solve your problems. It only exhausts your spirit. Whatever is weighing on your mind today, remember, it is time to set the glass down. So if you like that story, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe us. Thank you.